Hello friends, welcome back to my studio. Hope you're well. I have been colour swatching my encaustic paints that I made that you saw in a previous vlog, and while you can see the colours obviously in the sticks, I wanted to see what they looked like actually on the surface. So I've made these colour cards. They're just on cardboard and they've got the encaustic gesso on them to help the medium stick. And from there, I came up with my favourite colour palette of those. And it's of no surprise, of course, they're very similar to the colours that I've been mixing up in my acrylic paints. What was a surprise to me was a vlog came up on my YouTube feed from Jackie Bernardi at Painted Paper Studio. I don't know if any of you know Jackie Bernardi. I will link her video in the description, but one of her recent videos was about mixed media art and playing around with the Benjamin Moore colours of the year for 2024. And what was a wonderful surprise is, and I'll put them up on the screen now to see how similar those colour palette is to the colour palette I've been being led to. And obviously the Benjamin Moore colours aren't necessarily meant to be used all together. They're just a selection of colours. Now they're house interior paints, so they're a latex paint. You can use them in your artwork. Just be mindful if you're getting sample pots, they don't have the proper binder in them. They are just a sample pot. So if you're going to use any of those colours, if you're going to use any interior paints on your artwork, make sure you get the proper version of that, not the sample pot. But yeah, besides that, there's obviously a wonderful array of colours you can use. But anyway, I just thought it was very interesting that the colours for 2024 trending in Benjamin Moore, I'm not even familiar with Benjamin, but having a quick look on the web, it's obviously a big deal. The paint colours that they produce are pretty expensive by the look of them, but so pretty special perhaps. I don't know, perhaps it's just a trendy thing. After I colour swatched, I decided to do some testing then on some board, and I've got two types of boards. One had encaustic gesso and then many layers of encaustic wax with white pigment powder in it, painted on, and they've been painted on for some time, so it took me quite a while to warm the surface up to be able to receive the paint. And unfortunately what I found was the Venetian red colour and anything that I'd mixed with that, the medium tone Venetian red and then the pale pink one, are delaminating. They're not fusing and they're coming away from the surface. It's also going on quite bubbly. So, and I had been warned, I think Cecile, if you're watching, you had warned me that mixing oil paint into the wax, particularly the earthy tones, tend to go so well. And that's certainly what I found with a Venetian red. So if you are into making your encaustic wax into colours and you're using oil paint, stay away from the earthy tones. You certainly don't want to go to all that trouble of creating artwork and then having it all crack and fall from the surface. I can just feel that I'm even over fusing to really try and get it to gel to, or to fuse to the lower layers, and it's just not happening. So I'm really sad about that, because I love that Venetian red and I love the pink tones it gives me. So that's okay, all's not lost. I can buy the powdered pigment to make those colours and I think they will go much better. And I can also look at buying a branded encaustic medium that has those colours, because obviously they've figured out how to get the earth tones to mix in with the paint. I am in a low mood about it though, and so I just want to talk about that as well, that we are so attached to our work, and when something goes horribly wrong, like you can see it started to crack, so I've just lifted it off to see, and it is all crumbly, and this is dry and hard now. These yellows and greens and everything are stuck solid, but yeah, anything where I had that Venetian red in any of the mixes is just falling away. And it's so easy when you have a failure like that in the studio, it's so easy to equate your own worth to a failure. And like, I've been doing this for a long time and I still just went, oh, I'm hopeless at this, right? I'm going to give the whole thing away. I'm not going to create art anymore. It's all turned to, and I guess because I have been doing it for a while, I know that that's just an unfortunate low that you have in the studio when you just can't quite technically get something to happen for you. And yeah, you take it on and you say, the artwork's rubbish, therefore I'm rubbish. So this is your reminder, if you ever have those feelings in the studio, they are going to happen, unfortunately, but it's nothing to do with you and your worth. It's just a bad day in the studio, like we have bad days in anything. Get back in there. I will sort these colours out. I will make this happen, and then I'll have, you know, a painting come about, which if you're a regular viewer, you'll see some of those paintings that I've had happen that have just been a complete elation and amazement and joy and such a high, such a beautiful emotional experience. And you know, creating art is a bit of an emotional roller coaster. You're going to have those days where things don't work. Yeah, you just have to ride it out and keep going. So as I said in a previous vlog, I now am 3 weeks out from having my studio open. So I really need to start focusing on that now. And what I thought I would do in the next few weeks, I will do a vlog on what I do to prepare to open the studio and all the things you need to consider, perhaps if you're looking at having your own studio open, or at least presenting your work. It will give you some hints and tips. So it's short and sweet this week. I hope you have a lovely week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.